What's up, everyone? It's Brittney Marie, your favorite girl from around the corner. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching and commenting. You guys, for real, I love when you guys comment and I can read your comments. Like, it really just makes me feel like I'm like important or whatever. So as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all about the time that I beat this girl up in the locker room. Now, this happened when I was in middle school, so I'm about to take y'all all the way back, okay? Now, I went to this middle school. It is no longer middle school, so I'm not even gonna say what it is. But I went to this middle school, and I want to say that I was like, so I'm pretty sure I was in 8th grade, and we were in, I want to say we were in history class. And I was in there with Britt. Now, Britt is from my last 2 videos, or not last 2 in a row, but she's from my videos where my best friend asked my boyfriend and we stole a car. She's in those videos. She was my best friend. I've known Britt since we were in elementary school, okay? So me and Britt were very close. We were really good friends, okay? So we had history together. So this day is like any other day. We're going to class. So we're in our history class, and so we're sitting in class. Now, the way that our desks were set up, we have those little slide-in desks where we just slide in and put our, stuff down, okay? So, but our desk was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like all the way around the room, okay? It was like in a little oval type thing, like a half an oval, and so it was just, okay? And so me and my friend Britt, I was sitting in one desk and she was sitting on this side of me, in the front as well. We were all in the front row, okay? So it was me right here, Britt right here, and then there was this girl, and I will call her, I'm gonna just say her name because I haven't talked to her since middle school, and I am definitely 28. So if you're still holding grudges, there's a problem. So her name was Elizabeth, and she was sitting next to her friend, and I forgot her friend's name, so I'm just gonna call her Megan. So Elizabeth and Megan were sitting next to each other. Elizabeth, I think, was in the front, and Megan was sitting in the back of her. So you guys, class is going on, and a thing about Britt is Britt used to talk shit about people all the time. Like, Britt used to joan on people all the time. Like, it just never, she would just always be talking about somebody, okay? So Britt is talking about Elizabeth, and I don't remember what she was saying verbatim, but she was just talking about her and like the way she looked or something or blah blah blah. And so you guys, I was laughing, okay? And now, I was not a bully. I was not somebody who picked on people. I didn't talk about people. But if you were talking about people and it was like funny, like, I would laugh. I wasn't laughing like like, I wasn't being loud, but like, I was laughing like, oh my goodness, stop. Like, stop talking about her. Like, and she was just going like, girl, look at her, look at her feet, like, look at her shoes, look at her. And I would just be like, stop. And so Elizabeth hears her make a comment and looks at me, you guys. Me in school, I was real athletic even in school. Like, I did track and stuff like that. So I wasn't like chunky or anything, but I was like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was built like a square. Like, I didn't have no shape. Like, I was just square, okay? Like, just a box, just, okay? And Elizabeth was more, like, she was a chunkier girl and she was kind of short. Like, she was probably like right here to me, okay? Okay? So she bypassed Britt, and like I said, Britt was sitting on this side of me closest to Elizabeth, okay? So I'm just sitting there and I'm laughing or whatever, and Elizabeth is like, what the fuck are you laughing at? You keep talking shit. And I was like, who's she talking to? Who's she talking to? And so I look at Britt and I'm like, who? She's talking to you or me? And she was like, I'm talking to you, bitch. You over here talking shit. And she's getting loud, you guys. And she, not that color matters, but these two, her and Megan, are Caucasian, okay? Elizabeth and Megan are Caucasian. So she's like going like with this attitude, okay? Like, who the fuck are you talking to, bitch? Who are you talking to? What the fuck are you saying? You over there laughing and talking about people. What the fuck are you saying? And I'm just like, I said, girl, I wasn't even talking about you. And she was like, yes, you were. I fucking heard you. You over there talking shit about me. And at this point, the teacher hears because she's getting loud. Like, I don't even know why the fuck she's getting loud, but she's getting loud. So you guys, I do want to say she was getting so loud that like everybody in the classroom was looking at us and was like, oh, what you gonna do? So, you know, I had to show out. So she's just like, hey, you need to calm down. Stop doing that. And she's like, no, because this bitch keeps talking. I'm like, first of all, you need to calm down with that bitch word. But second of all, I'm not fucking talking about you. I didn't say shit about you. And I wasn't about to like call my friend out and be like, no, Britt was talking shit about you. So I was like, bitch, I wasn't talking shit about you. She was like, yes, she was. I fucking heard you. I just heard you, fucking liar. I said, oh, okay. Since what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You guys, when I say that this is probably the first fight in middle school that I had ever had. So people were like, the only person that had ever known me to fight was Britt. And so Britt's just sitting there like, oh shit, like it's about to go down. It's about to fucking go down. And I'm not gonna lie, Britt was kind of an instigator, but Britt also knew that I could fight. And so she was like, you don't want to do that. Like, she's looking at Elizabeth in her face like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll beat her ass. All right. Where your next class at? That's how it was, y'all. I was not playing no games. You'll be my... Okay. So I was like, okay, where your next class at? And she was like, bitch, don't worry about it. You just said you were going to fight me. You're going to beat my ass. So where's your next class? Okay, well, what's up, bitch? We do this after class. And so my teacher is still like trying to shut her the fuck up. Like, he's in her face like, you need to stop. You need to stop. Y'all need to stop doing it. And I'm like, no, because now she want to fight, so we finna fight. I don't give a fuck. Okay, after class. Okay. You guys, so literally it's like probably a minute until the bell rings. And I'm sitting there packing my shit up. Like, I'm ready. Like, it's about to fucking go down. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. I'm about to go beat her ass. I don't care. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't put my shit on. Like, I'm about to whoop her motherfucking ass. Okay. So, I'm ready at this. So, I'm ready, you guys, to fight at this point. I'm like, yes, I'm about to whoop. Like, it's about to be a wrap. Like, so... the bell rings, you guys. This is not funny. I get up and I have my backpack on and I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. Britt's got her stuff up. She's like, bro, come on, bro. And I'm like, no, she wants to fight, so we're about to fight. So get your stuff and let's go. And I'm waiting for her, you guys. And my teacher's like, Brittney, you need to go. You need to go. I said, no, I'm gonna call him Mr. Douglas. I'm like, no, Mr. Douglas, she wants to fight, so we're gonna fight. And he's like, this is not worth it. I said, oh, okay. Are you coming? Come, let's go. You guys, I kid you not. Like, and now everybody in the class is seeing what's going on. So everybody's like looking, like slowly, like walking out the door. Like, are they gonna fight? Are they gonna fight? So she gets her stuff, you guys, and she walks out the door. So I'm just following her and I'm walking behind her because at this point you said you wanted to fight, so let's fight. Like, what? You said you want to fight, so come on. I'm waiting. You want to fight, right? Okay. So I follow her to her locker, and I'm standing there and I'm waiting. She's changing her, like, she's putting her books and stuff in. I said, so where are we fighting at? And she was like, you need to get the fuck away from me. I'm not about to do this shit with you. And I said, no, you said you wanted to fight, remember? So where the fuck are we about to fight at? And she's like, I'm not about to fucking fight you, you dumb B, and I'll beat your motherfucking ass. And I said, so where you want to fight at? Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. So I put my stuff down. I'm like, what's up? And she was like, I'm not about to fucking fight you. So she takes her stuff, she closes her locker, and she walks. Now, at this point, I done picked my shit up and I'm following her, okay? I don't know why I wasn't just like, oh, you're a pussy ass bitch, and just walked away. But I just felt like I had something to prove, okay? Like, I need to let everybody in this school understand that if you say you're gonna fight me, now you gotta fight me, okay? So, you guys, my class that I have, my science class is upstairs. So I run, you guys, when I say I ran up the stairs and I threw my stuff down in my classroom or whatever, and I run back downstairs because somebody had told me that she had gym. Now, we had locker rooms. I know that it's middle school, but y'all, yeah, we still had to change. We still had uniforms. So you guys, when I say I'm sprinting and I'm just gone, like I'm running down the stairs, I go into the locker room and I'm looking for her. I'm like, where the fuck she at? Where's she at? Where's Elizabeth at? Where the fuck she at? And they're like, what's going on? And so Britt is behind me and she's gonna beat her ass. She's gonna beat her ass. Da, da, da. So now, like, all these girls are like looking at me and like, what the fuck? They about to fight. And so now everybody's like, she's in there. So where she was like gated off. Like, there was a bunch of locker rooms, and then there was like a gate, like an enclosed gate, and then there was locker rooms inside there. And so I walked in there and she's putting her stuff on or whatever, and she's trying not to look back at me. She's just putting her stuff on. And so, you guys, I didn't put my hair up, like I'm ready, okay? Like, my stuff is done, like I'm ready. So I go over there and I'm like, what's up? Let's fight. And she was like, get the fuck out my face, bitch. Get the fuck out my face. I'm like, no, you want to fight? Let's fucking go. Swing, bitch. And so, you guys, she's not doing shit. Like, she's not swinging. She's not looking at me. Like, she's looking straight the fuck ahead. And at this point, everybody's watching. Everybody's in here. Everybody's looking. And so I'm like, what's up? No, you want to fight? You said you was going to beat my ass, right? So let's fight. So I'm pushing her, you guys. So I'm pushing her. I'm like, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You want to fight? What's up? And so, y'all, she was like, leave me the fuck alone, bitch. And she swings, you guys. Now, let me give you a little background about me. I grew up with an older brother, and me and my older brother would always fist fight. There was no like rolling on the ground, wrestling shit. We were fist fighting. When my uncles and all that shit, like people that would come over, they would wrestle us and all the stuff like that. So I was very, very rough. Like, I grew up a very strong ass tomboy. Like, I was strong as fuck, okay? And when it came to fighting, my hands were lethal, okay? Like, I was going to fight you and I was not going to stop. Like, no, I'm going to make sure you're hurt, okay? That was just me. You know what I mean? I grew up like that. I grew up violent. I don't know why, I was just very violent, okay? I was just a very violent person, and I had a lot of anger issues that were built up that had nothing to do with her necessarily. It was just I had gone through a lot in my life by that time, and so I had a lot of anger built up. So my release was fighting, and it was lethal, okay? And so she swings at me, you guys, and I went like this, and of course she missed, okay? And that was my cue to fuck her up. Like, that was my ding 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 to just go in, you guys. So I just start swinging, okay? And I am just pounding this girl in her face, like do 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 do. And I grabbed, I think she was like, you know how people kind of try to run and hit at the same time? I think she was trying to do that and she fell. And so I took her hair and I wrapped it around my hand, okay? And I'm just like, literally, I would take the girl and I would hit her head up against the gate, and I would like hit her head up against the lockers and the bench or whatever, you guys. It was fucking lethal. Like, I legit could have really fucking hurt this girl. Like, it was not a joke. Like, looking back, I could have really fucking hurt her and I could have been in jail right now. Like, because when I fight, I usually just like, I fucking see red. Like, it's not okay. That's why I don't fight no more, because I don't want to end up under somebody's prison, okay? But I was really fucking her shit up, and I'm just like, the whole time she's literally just sitting on the ground, just taking it, like, just fucking taking it, like, and she can't get up because, like, I've got her, you know what I mean? Like, her hair is just wrapped around my fucking hand. And no, because I know y'all gonna be like, you pulling hair, you da da da. she fell. She was already on the ground. So what the fuck? I just wrapped her fucking hair around my hand and just started. I didn't grab her intentionally. I waited till she fell and then I grabbed her hair. But yeah, I was like slamming her head up against the locker and the gate and the bench, and I'm just like over and over, and then I'm hitting her in her face, you guys, and I'm hitting her like in her fucking face, like right on in her face, and she's just taking it. Like she's just fucking taking it at this point, because you can't, like, she's trying to get up but she can't. So we separate or whatever, and the coach comes in, and you guys, I'm so fucking pissed, because I literally, in my head at that time, being a young kid, like I definitely should have got in trouble, but being a young kid, some girl, and I'm gonna call her Angela fucking went and told the teacher. I was so pissed at her, like, bitch, why are you snitching? Like, I could have been done and left, and nobody knew what the fuck happened. She would have gone her way. I would have gone my, because I will say, like, we wasn't finna fucking snitch. Like, I will say that, like, if Angela wouldn't have told, she would have just took that ass whooping, and I would have just gone, and she would have gone. You know what I mean? Nobody was gonna fucking tell. But Angela went and told the coach or whatever. So the coach comes in, takes us both to the, what was it called back then? ARR? I think it's called ARR back then. And so she takes us in there, and at this point, like, I'm not looking at Elizabeth yet. I'm just like, I'm pissed because fucking Angela told. And so I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. Fuck, what the fuck? I gotta make up a lie. Like, I gotta make some shit up. Like, why was I down there? Why I followed her? And all that shit. So I end up making up this whole fucking elaborate ass lie of what happened, and, well, part of it. Now, I told her what happened in classroom, where she thought I was talking shit about her and I wasn't saying anything about her, and then she was talking about she was gonna beat my ass or whatever, and I was like, girl, what the fuck ever. And so I told them, instead of telling them that, like, I followed her down there, I was like, I went down there to get some stuff out of my locker, and then she came over there and was like, I'm about to fight you. And so I put my shit down and we fought. And so they called Britt down there, and then another girl down there, you guys, that I didn't even know was down there. They called them down there, and their stories matched my story word for word, okay? And so she brought us both into this room because she had talked to Elizabeth too, and Elizabeth had a different story. So, of course. And so she brings me and Elizabeth into this room with her, and it's the dean, and she was like known, like, this dean was known to be mean as fuck, okay? She was just known to be mean as fuck, all right? And so I tell her my story, and then Elizabeth tells her story, and then she calls down Britt and another girl that was in there, and they tell, their story matches my story word for word. And keep in mind, we could not talk. Like, we could not talk about our stories. We could not get our stories right. They just knew. Like, they was the real MVPs, okay? And so we get down. So they tell their story, which matches mine word for word. And so the dean brings me and Elizabeth in this room. And that is when I really see Elizabeth's face. And when I say, you guys, I would never, like, come on here and be like, yeah, fuck that bitch up. Yeah, da da da. When I say, you guys, I looked at her face and I was like, fuck. Like, what the fuck did I fucking do? Like, her face was fucked up. Like, literally, like, she had a big ass welt right here, like a knot right here. First was fucking red and blue and purple. Like, you guys, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm about to go to fuck, like, I'm about to get expelled. Like, you guys, legit, like, my heart was pounding. Like, I've never felt bad about a fight. Never felt bad about fighting somebody. Never felt bad about whooping somebody. Like, I just never felt bad. When I looked at her face, you guys, legit, I had a fucking, I felt like somebody punched me in my stomach. Like, literally, like, I felt horrible. Like, horrible, okay? And so we're sitting in here, and the dean is like, she's like, you're not supposed to be here fighting, and da 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 da. And you guys, I'm just quiet. One, I'm quiet because I'm shocked. Like, I'm still in shock. Like, looking at her, I'm in shock. Like, I I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm not saying anything. I'm just really quiet and I'm just listening to the dean talk. And the dean is like, y'all are supposed to be coming here to do your work. I shouldn't have to deal with this. And like while she's talking, Elizabeth is like, but and she was like, I did not tell you to speak, okay? And so I'm just sitting there. And she was like, why are you fighting? Because both of you are telling me different stories. And I know that there's the truth because I asked 2 girls to come down here and their stories match perfectly with Brittney's story. So what are you doing? And she was like, no, they're lying on me and da 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 da. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not lying. Like she legit was trying to fight me. I went down there to get my stuff on my locker and she was like, let's fight. And I'm like, okay, like I'm not about to just let you hit me. And so you guys, basically, I know y'all about to look at me and be like, bitch. Basically, like the dean was like, so Elizabeth, you're starting shit with her and you didn't think that, you know, you were going to get what was coming to you and she came down there and beat you up and now you want to play like you're the victim. Y'all, I was legit like, did I just get away with this? Oh. I was like, oh my goodness. And she just went in on Elizabeth, okay? Went in, was like, you came down here and you were trying to start stuff with her and you were trying to fight her and then you got beat up because you were messing with her and then didn't think she was gonna do anything and then you got beat up. Look at your face. Look at your face. She's like, I do not tolerate this. You come here to learn, to work. So you guys, she ends up getting suspended for like 5 days and I end up getting suspended for like 2 or 3 days because even though she felt like I didn't start the fight, I still fought instead of going to tell a teacher. And I don't know what people thought about, like we were going to go and snitch and tell a teacher and then be labeled a snitch for the rest of our middle school and high school careers, but I don't know. I think I might have got in school suspension and I think she got 5 days out of school suspension. So like she got suspended or whatever, and so we had to sit in ARR for the rest of the day because we couldn't go back to classes or whatever. And so like they're bringing us our lunch and stuff and I'm like looking at her like the way we're sitting, I'm sitting like close to like the teacher's desk that's in ARR and she's like back kind of in the back, but we're on the same like line of table, like it's a big long table type thing and she's sitting like in the back and I'm sitting kind of in the front and I'm like looking at her, you guys, and I'm just looking at her fucking face and she's got ice and shit. And you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, like I looked down there and I was like, hey. She looked at me and she's like, what? And I was like, dude, I'm fucking sorry. Like, fuck. Like, I've never felt, like, I legit told her I was sorry. Because one thing about me, you guys, like, I'm very, like I said, I was a very violent person, but I have the biggest heart. Like, I honestly, I do. And and it's really hard to be like this big badass wolf with a big fucking heart. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to fight. I will be the first person to be like, I don't want to fight if it gets there because I know what I'm capable of. And I don't ever want to do that. I don't want to end up really hurting somebody. And looking at her face, you guys, that shit really fucking scared me because it was, when you're in the moment and you just see red, you don't see what the fuck you're doing to somebody. And I honestly did not see that I was really fucking pounding her face like that. Like, you guys, I will never get her fucking face out of my head. Like, that shit really fucking scared me. And I looked at her and I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like you didn't want to fight me and I'm really fucking sorry. And she's like, no, it's cool, man. Like, she was like, and at that point, like, I was like, dude, I really wasn't fucking talking shit about you. Like, I really wasn't. I was laughing. Like, I'll admit that shit. Like, I was laughing, but I wasn't talking shit about you. And she is like, man, yeah, it's cool. Like, we just shouldn't have fought. Like, it's my fault too. Like, I shouldn't have said I was gonna beat your ass or whatever. And so, like, we ended up talking it out or whatever and did our time and whatnot. And I think she ended up moving away or whatever, but it really did affect me, you guys. Like, that's one fight that I think that really fucked me up. And I was laughing in the beginning or whatever, but like really thinking about it, like that shit really messed with me because I never want to be that person that Like, you see all the time where these kids get in fights and someone ends up dying. Like, I think that shit just really fucking messed with me when I saw her face. Like, it really, I will never forget that. Like, that was such an eye-opener. And I'm not going to say that I never fought after that, because I did. But that was one fight that really scared me. Somebody disrespects me or something like that. There's times that, not now, but before, I would go into a complete rage. And when I fought her, I was in a rage. Like, I literally just saw myself hitting her. I don't know how to explain it. It's like an outer body experience. Like, you see yourself hitting this girl, but you don't see the damage that you're doing until after. And then afterwards, it was like, oh my goodness. Like, I wish that like I had the video, or like I could show you a picture of what her face looked like, but it really fucking scared me. Like, it legit scared me. That shit was not funny anymore. Like, when I legit saw her face, that shit fucked me up. Like, to the point that I needed to apologize. Like, I'm not an evil person, and what I had done to her looked evil, if that makes sense. Like, it looked like fucking someone who was evil would do that. So we end up apologizing to each other and like kind of being cool after that. She ended up moving away, so we weren't like buddy or anything like that. We ended up moving away. But yeah, you guys, that is the time that I fought a girl in the locker room. I don't condone violence of any sort. I want to say that now, you guys, because just like I said, like, looking at her just like it really fucking hurt me. You guys have no idea what someone is going through at home. Like, God forbid she would have went home and took her life. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never been able to forgive myself for that. Like, I never. And you're young and you don't understand these things and you don't think about these things, but that's something that I do think about now, like being older, like and thinking about my kids now, of course. Like, I don't want to fight somebody and end up in jail and now my kids don't have a mom. Or, you know, people are not fighting with their fists now, they're shooting. I don't want to end up dead and my kids don't have a mom. Like, I do not condone any type of violence, you guys. Like I say on here all the time, hug somebody and tell them you love them. If somebody is yelling at you and they want to fight you, hug them, because sometimes the angriest person needs the most love, okay? And I was a very angry person back then. I was a very violent person. You could say one thing to me and I was ready to fight, and that was nothing but needing love. That was nothing but needing someone to hug me and say, you don't have to be angry, you don't have to fight, you can walk away. You know what I mean? So yeah, you guys, that's my story. Like I said, hug someone and tell them you love them, you guys. Stay positive out here. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to close the door when you leave. Bye.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Brittney Marie, your favorite girl from around the corner. Today I wanted to come and I wanted to give you guys such a great opportunity. I wanted to make you guys feel and look beautiful. So check out my girl Danny Vaughn, you guys. She has her own business. She has quality mink lashes, you guys. They are gorgeous, you guys. She has her own website. She's been really hustling. Like I said, her product is quality, you guys. Oh my goodness, I got my lashes done by her, you guys, and I was so impressed, you guys. Her professionalism, her kindness, her drive. It's amazing, you guys. I will leave all of her information in the description box down below. I will leave her website. She has a website. You can go on there. You can contact her. You can look at the products. It's amazing. You guys will not be sorry, okay? Again, go to her page, you guys. Like her page. Comment on her page. Show her some love. And I just thank you guys so much. I love you. Make sure you hug someone and tell them you love them. Bye.